All right, welcome back, and welcome to all the new people out here, the 2 or 3 subscribers. And I want to say I got a problem, and I want to tell you guys about it. I think some other people have this problem. I'm pretty sure of it. But yes, I did it again. Let me just show you. Yep, your boy picked up another one. Actually, this time I picked up a K20. So let me tell you about it real quick. Let me just tell you about it. Don't run away yet. Let me just tell you about it. Okay, so you guys know, the ones that's been following me for a while, I love going to the junkyard, pick and pull. And pick and pull sends emails when they having specials to members. So I got an email last week on Wednesday stating that they're doing 50% off engines and transmissions. Cool. So I know the last time I was out there was quite a few K24s. It was 2 K20s. One of them is when I took the oil pump off of. That one was still there. Not mostly, half of it was gone. So somebody took the exhaust, the intake, the cams, everything. They took everything off of it. So, and then I noticed when I looked down the aisle, there was a guy down there on the end, and he was, taking pictures and stuff, and he was on the phone, and I think he was calling somebody about it. But I was like, oh, okay, it's not a big deal. I'm gonna pull this engine. This one I wanted was, it was mostly gone and was hanging on by the motor mount. I was like, well, I'm just gonna do this motor mount, and then I could drop it down. I mean, granted, the cams was gone and all that stuff. I was like, oh, that's fine. I just look for some more, and I was gonna get it. And then I happened to look back down, and that guy was gone. And it was a full engine on the ground, fully together with the intake and exhaust. In my mind, I'm thinking, okay, so no water's going to get in there, so the cylinder's not going to be bad, hopefully. So he walked away, and I ran down there with my wheelbarrow, running down there to get to it, and I looked around, he wasn't nowhere around. So I just started pulling parts off, because I just wanted the long block. I don't want the intake, the exhaust, none of the accessories, because the accessories cost more than the engine. For some reason, that's what they sell mostly. So I didn't want none of that stuff. So I took all of it off. And the guy came back. He came back and he was like, oh, you getting that engine? I was like, yeah. And he saw it on the ground, and he saw I had a wheelbarrow, and I was by myself. He was like, there's no way that guy's, he was talking to, I'm pretty sure he was looking at me like there's no way he's gonna get the engine in there. He just probably wanted the accessories, and he's gonna take off, and I'm gonna take the long block. So I took all my stuff out, I bought some more stuff, I took it out, laid it on the ground, and I was just thinking, how in the hell I can deadlift that engine, but I couldn't deadlift it into that wheelbarrow. So I was there thinking, and there was another little kid looking at me. He was probably like maybe 5 yards away. He was real close. And I laid the wheelbarrow down on its side, and I just scooted the engine in halfway in the wheelbarrow, and I picked the wheelbarrow and the engine up all at once. And he was like, oh man, you got it in there. Because I didn't think you would. So I put it in there, I put my tools and all the stuff else I had, and I'm walking back to check out, and I seen a guy again. He's come walking towards me, going back down that way, and he stops, he looks, and he was like, oh, okay, you got it in there, good job. And I know he wanted to say, I know he wanted to say something, but I walked in there and checked out, got it home. Now, it did not look like this. This thing was 100% like covered in oil and dirt and stuff. But since the intake and exhaust was on, so nothing would get inside the valve. Actually, I haven't even cracked the valve cover open. We're gonna do that together. I haven't opened it to see how it looks. Now, if you notice, the oil pan is gone. Now I have looked under the bottom, which looks okay. Only thing I need is an oil pan. I have the oil pump and all the parts for that. I just don't have the oil pan, which is not a big deal. So, but we're gonna crack the valve cover open together to see what it looks like. Well, just to give you an idea, I looked online on Facebook just to see how much they going for. These engines right now is cheap because it's millions of them. But people selling them that they pulled out the car or long block like this for $800, $900 to $1,000, depending on what accessories and what type it is. I picked it up for $80. Well, actually it was less than that because it was a $30 core. So it was actually $60, and then they charge you $13 hazmat fee or hazardous material, some environmental fee. I think that's what it's called, environmental fee. So I had to pay that. And then I picked up some more stuff for my Civic and everything else. But it was actually only $60 if I didn't have to pay all that extra. Now I do got a $30 core on there. I just gotta find an old block or engine somewhere and take it and get my $30. And usually I just tell them give me store credit, and I go out in the yard and buy some more things. But let me stop rambling. I want to crack it open so we could take a closer look at it, and I want to show you guys a closer look. So let me go ahead and take you down here so we get a closer look at it. Sorry, I'm in here, so it's a little bit dark. Let me see here. Let's take a little bit of a look. Hold on, I'm working it out. All right, I don't know if you can see in there. Let's see, let me go back. Well, they're fairly clean. And I didn't clean the inside because I taped it up. See, that one has a little bit of dirt in it. Well, not dirt, but carbon. So I only cleaned the outside. Power washed it and all that stuff, and used purple power. Let me turn it over here. I got it on one of those wheel dollies, which actually works pretty good. Now you can see the carbon and exhaust, which these normally always have a bad time on exhaust valves, but it's all cleaned up and everything. I did have the VTEC controller on there, so that's good. That harmonic balancer is shot, like most of the rubber is gone around it that holds it, so I have to replace that, which is not a biggie. And what I did after I finished cleaning it, I do have the coil packs that came with it. And just to show you that this is a Acura engine, you see how this is embossed? And let me show you the other engine here. See how this one just says Honda on it, and then this one says Honda Motor Company. So that gives you an idea. And also plus it says, oh shoot, I thought this was a this was a 2. This is a K20A3. I thought it was a K20A2. Let me see if I can show you guys that. Can y'all see that? I think so. Yeah, y'all can see that. Huh, I didn't know that. But let me show you the VIN if you want to just look it up and give me some more information about it. Let me see here, I'm gonna take it off this stand. Should have done that in the first place. Now I haven't took that oil cap off. It's got a bolt in it that went through it when I leaned it over on the ground, but no oil was in it, so that's good. So you can run that VIN number and see that it's out of an Acura. At least mostly I think it is. Well, it was sitting in front of an Acura RSX, Acura RSX. So we're gonna take the valve cover off, and I want to see what it looks like inside. So let's go. All right, I got you guys set up. I'll go ahead and put some gloves on real quick. Hands be getting beat up bad. All right, set this over here. I'm gonna have to get a screwdriver. So that's why I was saying that I haven't pulled it off. Get something to pry it open. I think I got all the bolts. I'm pretty sure I do. There we go. Come on, valve cover. I don't want to forget anything. Oh, I think these are keeping it on too. Alrighty, moment of truth. Oh, it's clean. Yes. Oh my gosh. That whoever had this was changing that oil on the regular. Oh my gosh, look at that. Y'all don't know how excited I am. Probably do. And it's got the RBC cam thingy. Golly, that is clean. Wow, I don't even know, should I even rebuild this? That is awesome. Look how clean that is. I don't know how if you guys can see that. Let me go a little bit closer. Come on, camera, focus for me. Focus. Focus. There you go, thank you. That is super clean. Boy, look at that. Look at them cam gears. Look how clean that is. And I swear to you guys, I did not pull this off. Now you see I had a little time getting it off, getting the valve cover off. This is super clean. Man. I want to rebuild it. What I'm gonna use it in, I have no idea, because I really don't have nothing to put it in. That is great. I'm gonna let me get the. I want to turn it over for you guys. Not like flip it upside down, but I'm gonna rotate the engine. Even though the timing pump, the oil pump is gone, but these are still in time, so that's fine. Let me grab that real quick. I think that's a 19 or something like that. And a ratchet. I know it turns over because I already turned it over quite a few times. I need to take that whatchamacallit off. 1 second, guys. I need to take this dang flywheel off because this has been causing me all kind of problems. I think that's at 18 or 17. I just bring both. I'm not 100% sure which is which. right. Alright, that'll make it a little bit easier to work on, because this thing been in the way for the longest. Alrighty. Alright, so let's give it a turn over here. Oh, it's about to ride off. It's about to ride off this dang thing. It's hitting the crank is hitting the dolly. Let me see if I want to try to put it in time, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. Oh yeah. Yep. I got top dead center here. I have my 2 lines connected here, showing there, so that's in TDC. I don't think the way that how clean this is, I don't think it's a lot of miles on it. I honestly don't think it's a lot. It may be like, it could be 100, 130, 120, and somebody just kept on the oil changes. So I know I just took the element. Hold on, I just want to talk to you guys off to the side a little bit. I took the element to the dealer, and it was like, wow, it's got a lot of miles on it, and I've never seen an element like this before. And he asked me, he was like, you probably due for some other maintenance, because man, 250 something thousand miles on it, 251. I said, no, I'm actually good. So he's kept on going, and he popped the hood, and he looked at it. He was like, oh, okay, yeah, everything under here looks new. I was like, I know, because I replaced everything. This has a newer engine in it. This engine right here was the one that was out of it, and I rebuilt it, and I had that other one, the other K20. Oh shoot! I had the other K24 that I had bought for $200, and it was just pulled out of a Honda Element, and they said it had like 134,000 miles on it, or something like that. And yeah, I think it was 134. So while I was building this one, I put that one in there. Well, actually, no, I take that back. I pulled this one out, started rebuilding it, and then I put it in the car, and then I had something, I ended up blowing the head gasket in it again because the fans wouldn't kick on. So I had a fan problem. So I had to replace the fans, but by then, I had already blew the engine. So I was like, well, let me just pull it out. I have this extra, I'm gonna throw it in there and rebuild this one and just have it on the backup. So I have a backup for the backup with a backup. So the engine that's in there is a backup. This is my backup for the backup. And then that one over there is my backup for the backup of the backup. And then there's just a stepchild. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that one. I do want to. I don't really need 3 K24s. That one, I want to just sell that one over there. I don't need that one. I don't need it. Only reason I wanted to keep this other one because it's the original engine for the car, and it's got all the accessories on it. It has, I think it has everything on it. Yeah, I think it has everything on it except the power steering pump any alternator. That's the only thing it don't have, but I have the alternator right there. And I have an extra power steering pump somewhere. I just don't know where it's at. I think it's at home, but I do have an extra one. Alrighty, so that's pretty much it on this K20. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it, but I know for a fact I am gonna make another stand, and also I'm gonna revamp the one that I made. I'm gonna put different wheels on it. Those little plastic wheels, I'm gonna go to some more plastic wheels. Those are supposed to hold up to 100. Oh, I thought it was 200 pounds, but I had went to Harbor Freight and I had read the label wrong. It was only for 120 pounds. So that's why they distorting. I mean, they're not bending or nothing. That just a rubber wheel is just, it's flat spot. So I just picked up some bigger ones. So I'm gonna revamp this stand here, and I'm gonna end up I'm gonna probably sell that engine, the one with the blue valve cover, and then put the original element that I have, this original engine, on that stand with the transmission. That'll be totally fine. And then I'm gonna make one for this this K20 real quick. I'm gonna make it right now, and I have the wheels and stuff. Let me show you guys. I have the wheels and bolts, and I'm gonna go with these larger wheels here. These are rated up to 300. I think they are 300. So these would be plenty, and a solid hard wheels. So I think these will work great, because I even have these same ones. I think they're just a little bit bigger on my engine hoist. So that should be just fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out, and I'll show you guys again. I'm just gonna knock it out and fast forward through everything, and so I won't bore you guys to death seeing me keep making K20, K-series engine stands here. Yeah, but I'm gonna change it up just a tad bit. You know, we learn from mistakes. Be right back. All right, so I have all my stuff laid out, ready to go. I even took measurements this time, because I make this one a little bit smaller, so I should have plenty of material. And just to iterate back on something, sometimes I just can't get right. Like, I got safety glasses, I got my mask, because cutting all that metal is not good for you getting in your lungs. But then, let me show you. Yeah, flip-flops. I can't work with tennis. I can't work with any kind of shoes on. It's impossible. I feel so uncomfortable and just angry. I'm trying. So I got a let me see. I got a B- because I almost got it right. So let's get started making this, and I want to knock this out as soon as possible. It should take me no more than an hour, hopefully. So let's go. Hey guys, welcome back. As you see, I made the frame already. I had cut it up, got the wheels on. I just got to do a little more grinding to the base unit. Let's see, but she's sturdy. I have the legs already cut out for the engine block there. And I just totally forgot which one was which. I think the exhaust side was the 7-inch ones. Yeah. and the intake side was a 6-inch, just to keep it somewhat leveled. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get the hoist to pick it all up and get these bolted on so I can see where to weld them at. All right, in the blazing heat, got it done. It took me about 2 hours instead of 1, because the legs, I had 7 on one side and 6 on the other, but it's actually like 6 3/4, and the other side was 7 and a little bit more, and just it wasn't even. But I was able to get it done. Let's take a closer picture at it. This one turned out to me a lot better. The square tubing is the same size as the other one, the exact same square tube, and those bolts as part of accessories. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to need them, so I'll just leave them on this cart. I want to drill holes so I can put those bolts in when I'm not using the engine, like this one here. So, let's see. See, I put holes there so we could just put the bolts that holding it in. But otherwise, I mean, it pushes really, really easy. And I could probably push in it and just keep on going. So I like that one. I like that one better than that one over there. It's just because of the wheels. I gotta redo them. I'll get to that one day, probably on the side. But those are way better, and I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So, before I die of heat stroke and heat exhaustion, that will be it. I am done for the day. I'm not doing anything else. I'll probably sit here for a little bit and cool down some, because being around that welder and all that stuff is just way too hot. So, thank you guys so much. Please come back. Tell somebody about it. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. The thumb, just check it. I mean, it's free. It's no obligation. Subscribe is free. It's no contract. It's all free. The only reason why I say that description, I only have like 4% of the subscribers that watch, and the other 96% are non-subscribers, which is fine. But I prefer the subscribers, because then YouTube will show my videos more. So that's why. And plus the thumb stuff too. That's all free too. Just click it. It's not gonna hurt anything. Nothing's gonna happen whatsoever. And I probably got a couple people that keep the bell on. I never mentioned the bell at all whatsoever. But if you turn it on, more power to you. Please tell somebody. But that's it. Thank you guys so much. And I also want to give a big shout out to North Texas Tinting window tint, because they did an awesome job on an Element. If you're in the Denton area, go to North Texas Tint. They off of 380 and 35. Super awesome job. I mean, it looks awesome. I've been trying to find somebody to do the window tinting on this for a long time, because I want it to match but be legal. I want it a little bit lighter than this. These windows are actually dyed from the factory, and this is a tint. And they did an awesome job. And when I got my Mini done, this other place did it. They had bubbles and stuff in it, which was fine because they went away. They said it was gonna go away, they did. But this guy, North Texas Tint, he He has a plotter. He just types in your year, make, and model. The machine cuts it out. He, you know, wets it and squeegees it on. Done dizzle. I think it took him about 30 minutes, and it was fast. And he preferred appointments. I went there to drop my neighbor off to get his car in, and I went on ahead and got mine done. So thanks again, North Texas Tint, and I will put their info down below. So if you want to go there and get your stuff done, I am taking my Civic there to get it done too, to get all the windows redone because it needs it in this heat. So thank you guys so much. Until then, later.